Welcome back, everybody. We are going on to the second game of Qualifier number 2. Well, not really the second game of the Qualifier, but another game from the round of 64 again, here in Qualifier number 2. It is going to be, as we said before, a ZVZ between iNf3cted, who is using the ELITEG tag, I don't know what that is, versus iwL3cted, aka Jack MB, who is another British player who's a very strong Zerg.
Yeah, we're getting a lot of British representation today.
Yeah.
Two commentators. I mean, I wouldn't call you exactly British because of the accent, you know.
Whoa, what is this discrimination?
But you're British.
Elegant.
You're British, but you don't sound British. And of course, me being British, the last guy who got thrashed by Fold being British. I mean, we're doing well at StarCraft at the moment. There was a time when I felt very lonely.
Well, let's see if Sacred can actually pull off a win here, because then you can say we're doing well. If he
Then
gets thrashed, then I'm not so sure. And he is facing iNf3cted, who did qualify for Season 1. I think he qualified for last season as well. I don't remember how far he got, actually.
Not sure.
But yeah, he's a very strong Bulgarian
really good
player.
Yeah, really good player. And one of the kind of staples of the scene again. One of these guys we see around an awful lot. And I would expect iNf3cted to qualify at some point, even if not today.
I would agree with you, especially because he's Zerg, you know?
Especially because he's Zerg.
Although it is a ZVZ, so I don't think he'll have any advantage there.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think we're ready to go into the game.
Yeah, I'm feeling ready.
All right, here we go. Alright, here we go. At the 12 o'clock position as the Peach Zerg, we do have ELITEG iNf3cted. At 6 o'clock as the Yellow Zerg, we have iwL3cted, aka Jack.
Yep, and here it is. Actually, you know what? I'm not even going to ask a question. I was going to ask a question, but I've decided I don't even want to know the answer, and you probably nobody knows the answer anyway. So yeah, never mind. It is going to be Zerg v Zerg, and of course, on destination 2-player map. There's going to be not too much trouble for these guys by sending the Overlord in the right direction. But I'm going to be really, really careful about the build orders today as well.
All right, in that case, I'm just not even going to try and call it. I'll leave it all
don't even
up
worry.
to you.
Don't even worry.
Right. I'll just say boring things. All right, we got drones mining. We got Overlords hovering. It's very exciting. Oh, this I can do like the chill cast, where he's...
Chillcast?
Yeah, you remember that where he did like a parody cast because people kept saying like commentators were too biased or something. So he did like a 5-minute parody cast where he was just like completely boring and said neutral things always. It was hilarious. Oh, all right, here we go, Elegant. We got a building. What's going on here?
We've got a gas first from that's actually really interesting from Jack. Which is curious. That indicates super fast there in speed, as I'm sure you'll be aware. And now we have the spawning pool going down as well. So we have, what was that, 9 gas, 9 pool?
Yeah, basically. I mean,
overgas.
I think it's overgas.
Overgas, then pool, and then from the other side of things we have a 12 hatch in main as well.
Whoa.
So in fact, making the hatchery in the main. That's quite interesting.
This is one of those things that you see basically only foreigners do. I don't think Korean Zergs ever do this. If they 12 hatch, they'll always 12 hatch at the natural. 12 hatching in the main isn't necessarily bad, but generally the idea I think is that, you know, if your Zergling micro is good enough, you might as well 12 hatch at the natural and get that extra gas. Now this is gonna be quite interesting because, you know, Jack is going to get a much faster lair and spire, which presumably is what he's going for that gas first. And yet you can see he did get his lair straight away there, not going to bother with speed. Whereas iNf3cted, on the other hand, gone for this in-base hatchery. I mean, once he actually sees this overgas build from Sacred, he's going to be a little bit sad that he didn't just 12 hatch in the natural, because he definitely could have done it safely. But he's going to have a nice big larva advantage here.
But yeah, you're right. He could easily have a much bigger advantage than he's going to. So a bit unfortunate for iNf3cted. That's why it's always good to have guts, guys. You go for it. Yeah, just go crazy. Do what you think is best, and then make it work. Because I have a feeling that Infected's Ling Micro would have been good enough anyway. I'm not quite sure why he's playing so underconfident with it.
Yeah, I mean, oh, looks like Overlord coming in. It could be partly because it's, you know, it's destination, it's a 2-player map, so, you know, if he did go for 12 hat, it'd get scouted straight away, and it might be slightly risky. Whereas, you know, if you go on a 4-player map, even if you 12 hat and they 9 pool, they might not scout you in time, and you get a little bit of extra time. Oh, we got a Zergling sneak. I think the Overlord might have seen it.
Not quite. Yeah, I think it must have done. I find it a little bit unfortunate though, because Destination is a big map, so it actually takes Lings a fair while to get from one base to the other. So I don't know if it's that much of a risk, even though it will get scouted first. I think the distance it takes for the Lings to get there actually kind of offsets that quite well. But in fact, he might be glad of his decent defensive position here, although he needs to tighten it up a little bit better than that. He runs the risk of getting surrounded at the top of his own ramp right here, which kind of undoes that build order that he did all by itself. He's getting a really bad position right here. It looks like he's going to lose the first Ling engagement. He's got only 2 Zerglings left. He's popping out another bunch of them now, losing those last 2 Lings on the way back to Jack. And this is real trouble for Infected. He's going to start losing drones right now. 1 drone goes down. Will we see 2 drones go down very quickly right there? And Infected is now severely on the back foot, having to defend very deep against the forces of Jack.
Yeah, it looks like he has whittled down the Ling numbers, so there's only a few, and his Ling speed should be done in just a second here. He just needs to keep his Lings near his mineral line. He's got a pretty weird position for his Spire, though. I don't like this at all. It's very exposed. So if Jack had continued the Ling aggression, he could have even maybe like forced a cancel on the Spire. In the meantime, Sacred... Sorry, I keep interchanging the names. I think I'll call him Sacred, because that's what the ID is using here. But Sacred has actually gone for a Sunken exactly... I think
2!
Oh, because he's hiding his Link, so he's actually leaving 4 of his Links on the side. He knows that by making that move, he's sort of encouraged a big counterattack, and of course his Overlord did see all of the Links being produced, so he's actually just going to play this defensively and go for the counterattack here. This could be really effective. Infected with lightning reflexes, though. Did you see that? Oh wait, no, he was on A move. Okay, I thought he actually microed that back, but no, his Links were just on A move. I'm like, wow. That would have been instant reflexes, but he's got 3 Links in his main base now. How many drones will he lose? Looks like doing a good job keeping that 1 drone alive. Looks like no.
There we go.
1 drone goes down, and only 1 drone.
Yeah, only the 1 drone, and looks like Infected is going to try and going for that, but there's really no way. And Jack is able to easily defend that with his 2 Sunken Colonies and a handful of Lings in there as well. His first meter pops out now too. Well done there by Jack. Very nice tactical play. Infected still producing more Lings, curiously. I'm not quite sure why he's doing that. He's now producing a handful of Mutalisks as well, but I don't know that those last Lings were entirely necessary. Maybe he popped those out before he saw the 2 Sunkens, but it's anyone's guess at this point. And the Muta battle begins now. We have a round of Scourge coming out from Jack, and he might be able to get over and camp those eggs. Will the Scourge be there in time? It's going to be close, but I think they're going to just miss the window. The Mutas are going to pop any second now, and the Scourge just too late to catch that, and that can be, of course, incredibly horrible.
Yep, but he's not moving the Mutas, though. He's not moving them. Oh, man. Is he going to get another hit? No, he doesn't. So kills 1 Muta, gets another hit. The Link's going in again, and despite there being 2 Sunkens here, they're actually going to take down 1 of these Sunkens. I don't think they can get the last one. The drones might need to drill to protect this. Looks like, no, they're going after the drones now. Getting another drone here, and Sacred losing 2 drones, in fact, to these Zerglings, and also taking a lot of damage on the Sunken. Meanwhile, though, there's a counterattack in Infected's place. Also, both players just massacring each other's drone lines. This is crazy.
But the Sunken Column does survive at home for Jack, and he's able to do some decent micro to take down some drones at the other end of the map as well, but he lost a lot more drones right there, I feel, than Infected did. Infected's drone count is now significantly better than his, and of course, Infected hasn't invested in any colonies either, so he hasn't lost any drones through that way either, but we could have a couple more Scourge hits. Oh, Infected getting very lucky there with stationary Mutalisks taking down those Scourge before they arrive. really close stuff right there for him. A couple more Lings. Oh no, I thought they were Lings for Infected. Never mind. Jack having his own Lings running around his base. And it looks like it's going to be a bit of a standoff for these 2 guys. I'm not quite sure who's going to go for it first. I think Infected is going to be keen to pile on the pressure. He does have the Mutalisk advantage, a significant Mutalisk advantage. We have only 2 Mutalisks out from Jack, and he's in fact hiding them on the right-hand side of the map.
Ooh, that's pretty interesting. I think he might just be scared of Scourge coming in because he doesn't have enough Mutas to one-shot Scourge yet, so... you know, he needs at least 3 to start microing against him effectively. But this is very interesting. So, I mean, Infected, there's no real reason for him to attack. You know, he's got the drone advantage, he's got the hatchery advantage, and I think he has the Muta advantage. So he's basically ahead in almost every possible way here. The only thing he doesn't have is a Sunken in the base to protect against Link backstabs. But, but otherwise he is in fantastic shape. I mean, I'm not really sure what Sacred's game plan should be here. It looks like he's just continuing to produce Muta, but, you know, I mean, with these extra drones mining, with the extra larva as well to be able to, you see, Infected can continue to keep up Muta production and use all his gas and then have the minerals left over to still make drones or Zerglings as well, whereas Sacred, you know, he's actually just using all his larva to make these mutas. He doesn't, even if he had minerals to spare, he doesn't have larva to spare to make extra drones to catch up on the drone count, so he's actually falling further and further behind in the drone count.
Yeah, that's absolutely true. Looking at this, Jack's drone count is just, it's abysmal. 2 drones mining on minerals is bad even by Zerg v Zerg standards, and Zerg v Zerg is generally not a rich matchup, but I think Infected just can get further and further ahead. That drone count is wildly superior to the opponent.
Dude, are you seeing this drone at the bottom of Infected's minerals? He's doing like a little detour around the spire every time he goes back.
Really?
Just watch him return cargo this time. It's ridiculous. Look, what? and then he goes back. He doesn't even go to the hatchery. He like goes back. Like, what's up with that?
What is happening there?
Oh, we got an attack going in though. 1 drone down, 2 drones, 3, and are we gonna see the engagement? It looks like a couple of Scourge hit on both sides. Is he gonna get away?
No,
oh man, he's not gonna get away.
This is horrible. He needs to stand and fight right now, and it looks like it's gonna be bad situation for him. But he does have more Scourge coming in. Infected Museless Force is actually getting taken down right here by the Museless Force of Jack. I think he's still maybe just about ahead in Museless count, but he's gonna start losing drones right here now as well. Jack is camping on his mineral line. Who will come out on top of this Museless and Museless battle? It looks like Jack is gonna come out on top. Infected is gonna lose all his Museless. He's gonna pop out some Scourge, but I don't know if it's gonna be enough. All his drones are gonna go down right now. And Infected cannot believe what has happened right here. I don't even know what even happened, Sale.
Oh man, basically Infected made a colossal mistake. He moved slightly past Jack's mutas and they didn't fire because they were facing the wrong way. So Jack basically got 2 free volleys and he target fired mutas, whereas Infected basically didn't micro. Oh man, Infected going out in style there. Nice and classy, I like it.
Of course, you gotta keep it class.
For the record, I think Jack is B rank.
Yeah, he's not so bad.
He's not actually D. But I mean that was, I mean, I don't think Infected can really blame anything there. That was just really poor micro. His mutas, so essentially he was trying to do a moving shot to catch Jack's mutas, and Jack very smartly stopped them, surprisingly, where Infected's mutas went past, and mutas only fire in the direction they're facing. So his mutas were facing downwards, away from Jack's mutas, so they didn't fire for like 2 volleys. And Jack deliberately targeted individual mutas, so he basically killed 2 mutas before Infected even fired once.
Damn.
And then of course there were like the 2 extra Scourge that came in, but yeah, it was really crazy.
I thought Infected was, I thought he'd won. I thought Jack was finished.
It looks like Jack lost the game. I was like, there was no chance.
But then, it all turned around. Well, a nice victory there for Jack to knock out Infected. And which round were we in right there?
That was round of 64. It was best of 1, so Infected is out.
Infected going home very, very early.
I know. We thought he'd go far, but
yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, slight upset there maybe, but Jack will advance through the round of 64. Maybe we'll see him again later in the tournament. But yeah, British representation going through to the round of 32.
All right, so we're going to go to another break, and then we'll come back for some more games. See you in a bit.